Okay, so after that adventurous little river outing and why we now and why we know get behind the wall and why we now will no longer bring up the alcohol parts of Kingsman for a while. We're cornered once again.
I just want to complain about Kingsman 2 or the Kingsman movies. 100%. Matthew Vaughn just doesn't he just hates Americans. I'm fairly certain.
Like, well, you think? If I'd already asked, what were your thoughts on even the first one then?
Ooh. I told you I like the second one better than the first one, and I don't like either of them.
What was with the plot in the first one that you just didn't care for?
I don't know. The villain just seemed. Why would anybody listen to him?
Woo!
Why would anybody listen to that villain?
Money.
No, but here's the thing. One of the people is suggesting, oh yes, Obama would 100% just betray the American people and stuff like that. For all that. And I'm just I'm fairly certain the actual conversation that Obama and that bad guy would have had is, I understand you. I hear what you're saying. Loud and clear. I have 14 Black Ops snipers aimed at you right now. Get out of my office, you fucking maniac.
Pretty much.
He'd probably he'd also probably have the 7 Chaos Emeralds on his person at that moment.
Yeah, he would.
Also, I'm sorry, but we talked over, but that's also one of my favorite little interactions at the end of that little fight sequence. Climb the fight.
Nick, you doing okay there?
The cameraman saying, "Is it always like this with him?" And Chloe and Elena at the exact same time. Pretty much.
Yeah. Beautiful.
See anything up there?
I don't know.
With your elven eyes, just another billboard.
Special eyes. Those are resistance fighters.
But yeah, also,
I'm sure they'll do. Oh.
Also, I didn't like the.
Oh.
Ooh.
That guy should not have been 3-dimensional after that tank ran over him. That's all I'm saying. We'll just continue further down. Back to you, Matt.
No, never mind.
We're all ears. There's a whole lot of dead air at the very moment. You have the floor.
I don't know. Just the over-glorification of the, violence. I don't like movies that are gory for the sake of being gory. Also, the villains at the end, again, the whole thing with, oh, let's just kill every single bad guy because they're bad. Obviously, they should just die.
Well, that, I think, is just a little carryover from your salty MCU opinions.
Exactly.
What?
God, you're an ass.
What? You don't like when the villains get killed?
Well, not just no, it's not the MCU. No, I'm talking about the fucking every single person's head fucking exploded, and some of them were just people.
Oh, right.
So
People who supported them.
Yeah, yes, they supported them, but just because they supported them, does that mean that they should die?
When you put it that way, it does sound pretty stupid.
I mean, they were going to be
Never mind, I'm a
genocide.
dumbass.
You're fine.
I was just saying, they were complacent with anyway.
I mean, honestly, I was more or less agreeing with what Jeff just said.
No, it's in
Oh, right.
Shambhala?
Yeah, you know, Shangri-La.
Can I have a word with you, darling?
Did you just
mind us?
darling?
On second thought, perhaps we should continue this conversation inside.
Hurry.
Come on.
I believe it's because Chloe just doesn't want us telling them all the goods. So what's gonna happen to our treasure?
All right, we should be safe in here for now.
I'm sure she'll be she'll be a great supporting character from here on out.
You're missing something.
Come on, we haven't got all day. You two stay here.
Promise me you'll stay put. We'll be right back.
No promises.
Famous last words.
You don't know that.
And while they're just standing there, the camera guy's just like,
That's more like
so you want to watch a movie? I brought my phone with me.
This is 2009. This is 2009. That smartphone has 8 gigs at best.
I never said it was a big movie.
Meanwhile, she's just swearing up a storm because she's like, man, that is like, I've been trying to avoid him showing me these movies since the airplane here.
Wait. I'm going to actually make you really quick blow your minds and also destroy all your minds. Hey, do you want to watch a movie I just downloaded? It came out last year. It's called The Dark Knight.
Oh, do you want to know something else I learned, Matt?
What?
On this day, April 14th, 2022, of us recording this part of the video of the series, Skeletor. This is also me realizing. Hey, Chloe, this is also me realizing that I haven't even looked at Sir Francis Drake's journal this entire time.
That's right. This is the first time we've been seeing it throughout this entire game.
Yeah. So just like it did in the first game, throughout your adventures, you can always look in on this, and you can see cute little notes that he's left for himself, including back here. There's some tickets. There's our trip here. This is at the very start. The faces of Victor goddamn Sullivan.
Yeah. But no,
I like how he has his, like... Sorry, it almost looked like he was saying his catchphrase in different languages there for a second.
And I love how Arousal's the one that gives him the stogie. Aww.
He remembers this from Elena. And then there's even stuff back from the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Back in Costa Rica. Scully. Not Sully, but Scully. Harry Flynn. Yeah, so that's about it. Anyway,
will there actually be a point in time we'll actually need to bring that thing back up again?
The journal, yeah, no, there will be at least, I want to say 2 to 3 more puzzles, but they're a lot more spread out.
Also, be careful where you put that thing, Nate. If you're gonna be hitting the water, obviously you don't want that thing to get wet.
Oh, the ink will smudge. Yeah, no, crap.
You don't want any of that stuff to be wet. Any of the stuff on this person. The guns either.
Hang on.
Nope, not even the guns.
Oh, also, yes, for anyone who's just noticed, yep, this is now we are officially in the room that has been serving as the title screen room for this game.
Oh,
it's a big old statue dude. But, anyway, before all that, you were saying something, Matt?
I forgot.
Oh, that's right, no, I was telling you the thing about, because you're making us feel old with the Dark Knight. I was like, yeah, on this day, April 14th, 26 years ago, Steamed Hams came out.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
Steamed Hams.
Yeah, no, I was 1 when that came out.
Wow.
But no, like, again, I like to note that...
No.
This game...
Hey, look, I made a ramp.
Okay, this game did come out, like, legitimately 1 year after The Dark Knight, meaning that this game is, this game is 13 this year.
Wow.
You know what? I do have, like, a funny Uncharted-related joke myself, but I need to, like, double-check some factoids real quick. You guys said this came out in 2009, right?
Yes.
Okay, and James, refresh my memory. Was Generations 09 or 11?
That was 11.
Okay, so it was probably the third game I was thinking of.
Third game came out in 11.
So it's just an amazing Uncharted-related thing. So, basically, on the midnight release of Uncharted 3, I went with my friend Gage, who, he's a big Uncharted fan, not so much a big Sonic fan, and when we went there were a bunch of other people, like, getting copies and whatnot. He was the only one there that was there to pick up a copy of Uncharted 3. Literally everyone else there was there for Generations.
You know what? I'm going to check
Really?
something. I'm going to check something.
Wow.
Give me a second. Alright, Uncharted 3.
I mean, I can't fault him. Generations was really damn good.
It was good. Could have used a little more substance, but it was still very good.
No, put that back.
Hold on, I'm checking something.
Nah,
yeah, they
just be
literally
upright.
did come out on the same day. Wow. Yeah.
Now it's just a matter of which one sold more.
I'd say, but actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to
I'd
check.
say Generations because it's cross-platform, whereas this was Sony exclusive.
Not to mention the anniversary title.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Wasn't Generations also a tad cheaper?
No.
Or was that before they started treating the games as
both of them were $60.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that was before the Sonic games were starting to be treated as a AA budget price.
I was like, was Lost Worlds $40, or did that only start with Forces?
Well, I think
That started with Forces, I think. Or
Yeah, I
either
was about to
Forces
say.
or one of the racing games.
I was going to say, I feel like Lost World must have been 60, because remember, that was a Nintendo exclusive.
I feel like it might have been 50, but...
You know what? I'll
Check.
check. Hold on.
Dive! Ow.
Oh.
I'll be fine. Okay, come on.
Trying to think if there was actually, now that I think about it, was there any big Sonic game that came out around 2009?
2009,
Unleashed, maybe?
Black Knight probably.
Black Knight? Either Black Knight or Unleashed. I remember there was a
Unleashed was
solid amount of
2008.
time.
What is
Oh, wow, okay. Then yeah, I guess that'd be Black
Chloe,
Knight.
this isn't
Let me
just
see.
a dagger.
Right, because 2010 was
It's a
Colors.
key.
And
Also,
Sonic
as you
2,
know, here-
Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Also, just noticing here, yep, we are now realizing that this dagger is not just a dagger. It's actually one of the most important keys we'll be using on our journey.
I realize Nate's not exactly the most optimal position right now,
Right, he's probably gonna get smushed by those two globe halves.
It'll be fine. You both are worrying over nothing.
Are we, though?
Do anything?
See, look, we're draining the water.
Well, you flushed the toilet.
And then, boom, smush. Now we're fine.
I found the door it opened.
So, should we go back and go grab Lena and, what's his face?
Nope, they can
No.
wait outside.
What do you think?
Aw.
You game?
I mean, they have a movie on their hands. We can't pull them out in the middle of that.
Wow! Oh my gosh, Spanglish starring Adam Sandler.
Man, think of the freaking editing they're gonna have to do after having to wait in that room for God knows how long.
I know. Just the cameras rolling. It's like, it's at this point, it's like, well, at least we have all this footage we can look back on. Yep.
Some flowers.
Did you remember the cap to the camera? It's like, oh yeah, no, yeah. The minute we start recording, I made sure to put it right on the edge. That way I wouldn't forget about it.
Where's the
I
edge?
mean, it's right here, like the part where the lens just removes it, realizing that the cap's been on the whole time.
Oh wait, no, wait. Did you get everything? Wait, yes. Oh wait, was red light supposed to be on? Mm-hmm. Then no, we got nothing.
Actually, just you say the lens cap. I'm just thinking back to the episode of SpongeBob where it's like, "Yep, I didn't want to lose it, so I put it there right before
Right, that's
we
exactly what I
started
was.
filming."
You got it, Buster. That's exactly what I was referencing.
Looks like some kind of tree.
No, that was a good part. And then SpongeBob had
And
probably, which to me again should have been the warning sign of
Is
like,
that Yggdrasil?
no, not Yggdrasil. But it's some other Tree of Life thing, but or maybe it is supposed to be whatever. But it's definitely a Tree of Life. And what were we talking about? I mentioned that.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, because then after that whole thing, that's when we had that huge, what again should have been a warning sign to me of a gross out moment in SpongeBob when he started eating the worms out of the dirt.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Could be worse, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Oops.
Okay, that's worse.
So yeah, I guess it was kind of a blessing in disguise that we left the other two behind.
okay.
Yep.
what now?
So this took me. I'll admit, this took me a little bit to figure out, but basically what's supposed to happen is the gears here. Actually, you can actually damage them, but only in a particular way. Oh, look, a
Uh-oh.
treasure!
Well,
Well, we got the treasure at least.
Over.
I got the treasure. Okay, let's do this for real now. Basically,
Oh, brilliant. What's that noise?
it's because of the gears over here. You can actually shoot, and we just need to make sure that there are no more teeth for it to catch on, and thus the mechanic will. I guess for whatever reason they had a failsafe that if the thing could no longer lower, then it must do nothing else but go straight back up.
I mean, yeah.
I'm down for
I'm
that.
sorry, man.
Failsafes all the way.
So, I'm sorry, my life was still flashing before my eyes. Man, high school sucked.
I'm hungry.
Poor Chloe.
She was probably the nerd that had braces back in the day.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Oh, hey,
I could
we're
buy
on
that. It's like braces, thick-rimmed glasses,
Headgear,
so
Well,
she
I
was
think you're looking at
Velma?
like-
braces.
like her hair in a ponytail. Well, no, wait, it's
No, I
already
was
in a ponytail.
That thing
I was
is
thinking
familiar.
more. I was thinking
Yeah, it
more
looks like
like.
a permanent.
Also, this is one of my
freaking-
favorite set pieces in the game.
Uh-huh.
These
Oh, it's a
lights
good. It's a fun bit. We're gonna
The
perform.
hand of
We're
Midas.
we're gonna perform ancient surgery.
Those mirrors seem important.
But first, we have to do some light puzzles. But yeah, no, I was thinking more like Johnny levels of a headgear and braces.
That's Jimmy.
That's Jimmy. I went into that conversation going, now you're sure you got Jimmy and Johnny correct, right? And my brain said, of course, Jimmy's the one with Plank.
Yeah, to be fair,
Okay.
there was an episode where Jimmy was with Plank.
So yeah, listen. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, all this time, who we thought was that his real name was actually Jimmy 2x4.
And Johnny was the one who had his teeth ruined because of the Eds feeding him ice cream in a
Hey guys,
like,
can you tell
bowling
me when
ball.
you get to 1425?
One down, two to go.
Oh,
Sure
alright, second.
thing. You got 10 more seconds, so get ready, Matt. In 5 seconds, we're gonna start climbing this blade. Get ready to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, accidentally.
Start.
I accidentally
alright.
pressed pause.
No worries.
It's all good.
But
It
anyway, that's something that like still is amusing to me. Like I'm sure it was a retcon, but the implication that like the reason that Jimmy was in that headgear to begin with was because of a scam where Eddie was apparently selling like bowling accessories disguised as ice cream, and someone made the observation of like, you know, getting the bowling equipment would have costed more than to get the ice cream to disguising it as. Eddie was just being a dick to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, let's be real here. A good handful of scams that they pull and should end up costing more than just getting, you know, some jawbreakers from the candy store.
It's elaborate and fun, all just for $1.25. Like the amount of cardboard and recycling that trio has used alone.
Well, like using like recycling garbage to make things is one thing, but it's like, where did they get like the bowling equipment to disguise as ice cream instead of just getting like
actual bowling balls?
I guess the implication is that, to me anyway, I always figured that they went to the local dump and found all this stuff.
I mean, I could believe it.
Lockdown, hey.
I mean, to be fair, that was one of the regular hideout spots for the longest time, was like right at the junkyard.
Yeah, I remember, because that's where they found the car with the shag carpeting.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. Also, I looked into it. It's very weird, but a version of Unleashed did come out in 2009. But it was a mobile phone like version of it.
Would you mind repeating that, lad? You kind of cut off.
Yeah, you cut
Okay,
off.
I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, I thought it was my.
Okay,
I thought it was my
weird.
internet.
Okay, that's weird. A mobile phone port of Unleashed came out in 2009.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
it looked like
yeah.
garbage.
It's very weird.
It looked okay aside from the werehog and the music, obviously.
That's fair.
To be fair,
Oh,
did
also,
anybody
I
care
saw-
for the werehog?
Nice work.
I didn't mind it. Like, okay, they're okay for me. We talked about this, but with the werehog, the problem was two primary things. Number one was that I didn't mind the combo scheme. I wish that it was. I wish that they gave you more combo mechanics to use, and that there was actually some versatility to them. Because otherwise, the enemy variety never really asked for much beyond just mashing the same buttons. Number one, number two, at least one other combat song would have been nice, besides just the usual jazz.
Again, I brought this up. I think I brought this up during the commentary too. It's like what ended up being the battle theme. That should have just been like the first boss theme, and then what was used for the actual boss theme be like for the later bosses that will give you like a lot of shit.
Yeah, you know, they could have
Yeah.
done like, you know, kind of like what Kingdom Hearts does. Just make like more energetic versions of like the main stage themes and have that be battle themes.
I don't think
For
they even
sure.
needed to do that. I think the nighttime themes as they were was perfectly fine, whether you were just traversing or just fighting.
Oh, like just having the. I think that's what you were saying. Like, even if you're just have it be more ambient. I guess that would match the nighttime vibe a bit more, where it's more chill and
Like if they
ambient.
absolutely-
Okay.
I think if they absolutely had to make any changes, is just add a little bit of extra percussion to the song. That's
Also,
it.
I just noticed that like during that fall, it looked like he might have just like cracked his head open during that fall, because it looked like his head did hit the end of that.
I'm
Probably.
sure we'll be fine. We just need to get to safety and hope that we can make this jump. Oh boy.
I mean,
I
you
thought
could.
of
You,
this.
I mean, you could try using physics or
I gotta-
just, you know,
I gotta
jump.
mute for a second. Be right back.
No worries.
Or,
No worries.
We just need to
So,
adjust that other reflector.
Yeah, we're gonna have her help angle it over towards me. Yep.
Zip.
And
I would have loved if it actually, for a brief moment, she just flashed it straight on Nate's face, and it's like, oh, jeez.
oh, sorry, blinders on. It's like, ah, yeah, haha. And then, so unfortunately, even though we broke a chunk of the dagger off, we should still be able to progress forward. Because it's not actually asking for pressure plates. It just wants to make sure that we're about to do this part correctly, which is right in the chest.
Operation. Man, talk about an elaborate set piece, though.
I don't know why. Like, I'll leave the choice up to you, but when the dagger falls and impales the statue, I'm just imagining like the most pained yell coming out of the statue when it like impacts.
I imagine something far more pitiful, where it's just
Back.
Also, the big,
just-
huge guy carrying Patrick.
I am back.
I
exactly.
mean, you say that. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I was gonna say you could just. You say that. I just say, let him belch. Anyway, now that the statue has been impaled, we shall progress through his mouth.
Oh. Hello.
Things got awfully quiet all of a sudden.
We're entranced by the
Sorry, I'm
majesty
kind
at
of
the
on the
moment.
phone with somebody at the second. 1 second.
Oh, no,
And I'm just eating. No, I'm not eating. I'm eating in this scenery, and I have no idea how this technology would have worked back in the time period that it was developed. I'm sure, but yep, this is create a three-dimensional map of where the entrance to Shambhala is.
Sorry, just like the minute it started the mountain formation, I had this idea of like Nate being the dummy he is, being like, "Look, Chloe, it's Mount Rushmore."
You know, I can't help but find it both practical yet silly that he's using her as a pressure for the paper.
Okay, I'm back.
Well,
Welcome
what
back.
else could he use?
I've had to do this, but I've had to do this back in scouting a few times. But yep, we found the entrance to Shambhala.
We did it.
Yay.
We did it. Yes,
Yes.
we did it.
I still needed that pen cap, you idiot. My
Oh.
pen's going to dry
Is
out
now
within
really
a
the
matter
time
of
to start
hours.
making out?
Also, yeah, no, it's weird that they push Chloe to be like a love interest to Drake in this game when Elena is still fucking there.
There's only one way out of here. You ready?
Well, did they-
Again, it's just a.
Well, I think the only reason that they kind of do it in this game because like weren't they like just establishing that like things are a little unsteady between the two of them right now?
I see it as like again, like Elena at this moment considers herself to be an ex of Nate, so I don't know. Yes, there's gonna have to be some. There's gonna have to be there's gonna have to be some confrontations of like what does he really want out of life and all that, but that'll be for next time.
Let me
stay
guess.
tuned.
Let me guess. Is Chloe gonna get the Neil Druckmann treatment?
No,
No.
thankfully, no. Thankfully,
Actually, no.
Yeah, they keep Druckmannisms out of this series, thankfully, until the fourth game. But thankfully, even then, the fourth game doesn't have that many. It's just dark
Right.
all the time.
Also,
Gotcha.
you can bet your sweet bippy that if Neil was involved in the Uncharted movie, he would be begging the screenwriters to do that to poor Chloe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Alrighty, stay tuned, everybody.
Till next time.
No, Neil.
Neil Suckman, more like it.